Hello there. If you clicked on this video, you're probably in desperate need of a good paradox guide. As a big paradox lover, I support that and I hope that I can help you in any way. I'll be showing you the build. I will be showing you combos and like maybe some tips and tricks if I think I have any. I'm not sure. This is not a good guide. This is not going to be that good of a guide. The first ability that Paradox has is the Pulse Grenade. It is a grenade that deals damage, applies movement slow, and stacking damage amplification. You can throw it like this. You can also use it in environmental situations. For example, if the person is behind something, even if the bomb is in front of an object, it can still damage the people behind. And here is a quick in-game example of how you can use the bomb in environmental situations. So what I did here was use the platform to my advantage using the environment. I bait him on it so I can use my bomb right onto the platform while he drops down so that I can easily get a kill on him. The second ability that we have here is the Time Wall, which slows down projectiles, making them unable to hit you and making it much easier for you to dodge if needed. As well as if an enemy passes through it, it deals damage to them. So remember that. That can be used very well during running away situations or situations in which you need to poke with your team, or if you're in a solo lane and you need to poke. Okay, so I don't really have any in-game footage, but we'll use our imagination. Imagine Ivy's chasing you. Oh, Ivy's chasing you. You're so low. You are so low. What can you do? And oh, I have my wall. I put my wall down. I start running away. Ivy tries to go through the wall. She takes damage. And she is slowed. Oh no, I'm already gone. The next ability that we have here is Kinetic Carbon. Now, this one is honestly one of my most favorite abilities in the whole game. It's so interestingly made that it's so fun to use. So it charges up your weapon. When charged, it gives you extra movement speed. When you hit an enemy, their movement is slowed down, so they're literally like slowed down in time. Here is an example of how you can use the ability to give yourself a little bit more time to get behind cover and to safety. And it might seem like it's not a lot of time, but in very tough situations it can be very helpful. The last ability that we have is also a very interesting ability in my opinion, which is the Paradoxical Swap. Now, this is one of the coolest abilities in my opinion. It swaps your location with the enemy's location with the addition of lifesteal. So I'm not really damaged right now to show it off, but for example, which is really cool. So in this clip right here, knowing that McGinnis is slowed while ulting, I take that to my advantage to get her under my Guardian, which will also help me in dealing damage against her. Now, this ultimate is also very useful to prevent the enemies from running away and securing a good kill. Get him? Nice. And in this last clip, I managed to misposition Wraith from high ground to low ground by using my ultimate, knowing that I will be very much safe up there from the enemy team. It is very tricky to use though. I recommend being very careful with it because it can really mess you up in a lot of situations if you're not careful enough. And now, one of the most complicated parts, in my opinion, is the build. It took me a while to like understand what is good for who. I mean, I mostly play Paradox, so I don't really know for anybody else. But this is what I personally think works really good on her. You can always try anything else out, experiment however you'd like. What I personally focus on most is ammo and a lot of cooldown and a lot of movement. Those are the main three things I think Paradox needs. Now, I categorized it in color order because I think that, to me, that seems much nicer and much better to understand. So this is what early game I feel like you should have. If you get ahead a lot easier, you can already skip a few of these if you don't think you need them, and you can just go with the mid-game ones. Either way, you can find my build. It's called the Happy Build, so if you need it, you can try it out. If you personally don't like it, all good. Everybody can like what they like. So for the weapon upgrades, it's mostly weapon damage and ammo, a lot of ammo, which Paradox in my opinion needs very much. Then for vitality, we have a lot of stamina and a lot of movement speed. Now these four over here are situational if you need any defense, if they're a little bit more engaging, if the enemy team is a little bit more engaging, and if it's a little bit of a harder matchup, these are good to have just in case if you need any of those. And when it comes to the spirit ones, this is spirit is a little bit confusing to me. This is what I picked up from like different builds and what I've seen. But I highly recommend getting the improved cooldown as soon as possible. And when it comes to imbuing, if that's how you say it, imbuing your items on a specific ability, I highly recommend doing it on the Kinetic Carbine, the third ability. If you want to use it, if you want to try it, the name is the Happy Build. So yeah.